Thank you for watching Sportsbook Review and welcome to our Pick 6 show. Our $50,000 Pick 6 contest is in full swing entering week 8 and cash is up for grabs. I came off a 3-3 week and lost my best bet, moving in the wrong direction, and it's driving me crazy. But I'm ready to attack this week and break down some games with our co-stars, Big Boss and Big Ragu. They will be joining us shortly. A lot of money up for grabs. Let's see who won last week. We have 6 cash winners. In first place, up 7.15 units with his 6-0 record, LOL Bear, $600 richer. $400 richer, Jizza the Genius, plus 7.10 units, and Hawkeye 16, plus 7.05 units. $200 richer. You don't just need to go 6-0, but you have to find a couple spots on your card where you can get a plus line to ensure that if you do have a perfect week, you will get paid out. There was a tie for 4th. Ninja Gorn and Silvap, both 6-0, 7 units, but up 107.5 action points. And then in 6th place, the Sweet Hook, plus 101.5 action points and up 7 units of glory. Those are our cash winners. Each of those cash winners are SBO pros, and why wouldn't you be? It's easy to become an SBR pro. All you have to do is make a $100 charitable donation to Sick Kids, and then you can do so much with those bet points. We have a store. You can go buy stuff in that store, but most importantly, at least for us, you can open up books, and you can get bigger bonuses by using your bet points. And last week's all top 6 winners were SBR pros. Let's take a look at the top 6 overall in our Pick 6 contest. Lazio Kid, a SBR forum notable, a guy I see on the forum often. Lazio Kid, 27-9-0, up 23.07 units, and only up less than a unit on second place. The Guesser, 31-11-0, plus 22.46 units. Silkek, third place. Linebacker, in 4th place, and Fonzo and Vortec just 0.07 units apart in 5th and 6th places. The top 6, 2.5 points separating the top 6. Now let's get to the SBR personalities, the guys you see on these videos. Al Mack looking good. 54th place, Al Mack rolling up 11.13 units. Babano up 8.09 units. Look at Natalie Rydstrom. Wow. 18-14-0, up 6.72 units. Man, washing the table with us. Look at her go. DJ Big Boss and Big Ragu, 2 stars of this show, doing good. Big Boss 23-19-0, Big Ragu 22-20-0, both plus units. So is the Whale Capper. 23-19-0, up 0.47 units. Flash coming off a big week, 22-20-0, up 0.41 units. And then we go to the personalities down units. Anna Merrick down 1.20 units. There I am. What a mess. Down 4.23 units. Just can't get my shit together. But lots of season left. Drew Martin, 6-0 week 2 weeks ago. 2-4 this past week. Down 5.75 units. Parlay Poppy down 12.02 units. There's Teddy Covers down 13.05 units. And Donnie Rightside down 15.39 units. But we're not even halfway through this contest. They will bounce back. Mark my words. Teddy Covers and Donnie Rightside will have much, much better records come the end of the season. And then we go to the notables. And a lot of the guys who are on our SBR forum are doing a great job. Lazio Kid, The Guesser, and Silkek, 1, 2, 3. Doing great work. Vortex, C. Malsby, CG, 52.93. There's Uncle Hubie. 17.22 units. Uncle Hubie, 28-14, doing great work. Diesel, Vlad Fan, Thor, Klimo Picks, The Woj. And A for you to fear. Look at all those notables in the top 25. And if your 2-unit play, if your team that you pick for your big 2-unit play returns a interception for a touchdown, you get a 600 bet point Pick 6 bonus. There are 7 teams that recorded a Pick 6 last week. And in NCAA, we had Troy, Boston College, La Tech, Minnesota, and Air Force. And in NFL, just 2 teams, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. There you have it. Let's go to my action. And yes, you have to put in 6 picks, but I'm stuck right now. I am stuck right now. I've only entered 4 plays in my Pick 6 contest, and I can't rush it. Look, I'm sitting here 22-0. I'm down 4.93 units. I need to ensure that the moves I'm making are correct. So I've still got 2 spots left. Let's go to my 2-unit play. I'm on the Colts -6 at +100. Should have got it at 5.5. Got it at 6. A mistake. I was just humming and hawing between what would be my 2-unit play, and I hummed too long. Colts are going to smash the Broncos. Broncos season is done. Chubb hurt. Sanders traded to the Niners. Colts are going to run all over them. Colts at home are going to win by double digits. I had the Colts last week against the Texans, and I'm going right back to the well. Colts -6 at +100 is my 2-unit play. Then I'm on the Chargers Bears under 41 at -110. This is another spot where I'm picking on a team whose season is over, and that's the Chargers. What a bunch of bums. And this is a perfect bounce back spot for this Bears defense. The Chargers offense does little right. Melvin Gordon holds out, comes back and is invisible. They're not getting the play from Keenan Allen that we expected. They're still running the ball and doing an okay job on the ground, which means the clock will be ticking. And that's what I need to hit this under 41. Don't need to worry about the Bears putting up a ton of points. The Chargers defense is okay. You know, still missing Derwin James and good enough to get me this under 41 in Chargers Bears. Then I'm making 2 plays on this Bucks-Titans spot. First, I'm on the Buccaneers +2.5 at -105, and I'm on the over 45.5 in this game. Arians is a great coach. Bowles is a good coach and strong defensively. And now we get to see what they do off of a bye, and I'm excited. This is what great coaching can do, can make you bet on a team like the Tampa Bay Bucks. Yes, Tannehill has given this Titans offense a jolt, but it won't be enough. When Winston puts points on the board, the Titans are not going to be able to run with Derrick Henry. They're going to have to air it out. I'm on Tampa +2.5. I'm on the Tampa, Tennessee over 45.5. And those are my 4 picks in the Pick 6 contest. I know it's called the Pick 6 contest. I will be adding 2 plays, but I just can't rush it. I need to climb the ladder badly. I can't sit here under 500 all year. I'm going to lose my mind. Only 4 plays for me. So, 2-unit play, Colts -6. I'm on the Chargers, Bears under 41, Tampa +2.5, and Tampa, Tennessee over 45.5. And both those Tampa spots are at -105. That's my action. Let's bring on a ringer doing great in this contest, coming off another good week. DJ Big Boss, 23-19-0, up 77 action points, plus 2.52 units. Can he make a run into the top 200? Let's bring him on to the show. Please welcome none other than DJ Big Boss.
What's up, Jimmy? Welcome back from vacation. I hope you had a good time, because I'm not having a good time today. And I'm being joined with you today by a bunch of little badass kids on detention because their parents didn't join the 50K contest and win some money to take care of their bad selves. So they chilling here with the boss. And guess what? I'm going to learn them something today. If they walk out of here with 1 lesson and that's an over or under, they've accomplished something in life. So listen up, kids. Shut up while I'm talking, okay? Nobody talking while I'm talking. And hey, put your phones down. But first, I'm going to give you a small lesson in how to be a little sneaky in the Pick 6 50K contest. So first, I'm digging out a team that is their homecoming this weekend. They're all fired up for the game. And guess what? Their athletic director, they did it perfect. They left it right there versus a weak team like New Mexico State. So I'm taking Georgia Southern -14.5 versus New Mexico State on homecoming night. Yes, that's my first pick. Write it down, little fella. Next up, I'm going to go to a more qualified pick right here. Takes a little bit for you to understand, but since you're all out of control and don't have any defense in your life and you're stuck in here in this detention with me, look here. We're going to take a look at Hawaii versus New Mexico. Now, New Mexico and Hawaii both can't play any defense, just like you can't control yourself in class. So we're going to take them to go over 70 points. Now, I'm going to give you a little something a little more classy, a little more sneakier, okay? Now, I want you to pay attention. Now, I pay good attention to Colorado State in the Mountain West because that's where I do it the best. Now, they're going up against a Fresno State team this week, and this Fresno State team is at home, but they've been having difficulties on offense, and guess what? Colorado State has been shucking and jiving and trying to survive, but they've always had offense in all their games, and I expect them to close the gap, and I'm taking Colorado State plus 14. Let's go. Now, I'm going to take you into one of my NFL picks because I know you little guys, you clean it up on Sundays, and your parents probably make you watch Sunday football, which is a good thing for you to spend some time with your family, little kid. But in the NFL, I'm going right back to the rail, just like I did last week with the under in the Chargers games. 2 under team, Chargers versus Chicago. Under team, defense. I'm going under 41 in this one. Now, let's jump over into the prime time games of the week for me. Yes, it's fan affair for me. But before we get into my fan pick, let me give you a little more strategic side of the matters right here, little kids. So, Notre Dame versus Michigan at Michigan, okay? Notre Dame, Ian Book, struggling on offense. Michigan, Shea Patterson, struggling on offense. Notre Dame, great defense. Michigan, great defense. Now, can you little kids put those 2 to 2 together? You're taking the under 49.5 in the Notre Dame game. Now, for the fan pick of the year, and it wouldn't be a contest. It wouldn't be a pick 6 50K contest unless you can bet your favorite team at a great line, and I'm getting my team Notre Dame plus 1 points, little kids. So write all this stuff down, take it to your parents, tell them to get in the pick 6 50K contest. They may be able to win some money for me to come back and teach you guys more. Hey, have a good day. I'm out of here.
There is our guy, DJ Big Boss, representing Long Beach, California, by way of Compton, California. 2-unit play on the Irish at +1 and -115. Then he's on the under in that game, under 49.5 at -105. Hawaii, New Mexico, over 70, looking for a score fest there. Colorado State +14. Man, this guy has been writing the script for Colorado State games. When Boss is on Colorado State, it makes sense to back them as well. Georgia Southern -14.5, and he's also on the Chargers Bears under 41. That makes me feel very good. Those are our looks from DJ Big Boss. Now, let's bring in the big ragu, the sauce from the boss and the sauce. Let's see what Big Ragu has up his sleeve for this week's Pick 6 contest. Big Ragu, my guy, how you doing? What are your looks in this contest?
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the Big Ragu. Another week of Pick 6 plays for the Pick 6 contest. Last week was kind of a shaky week for me. I let some W's slip away, but I'm not going to let it happen this week. I got on some plays, which whenever you give a play and you know it's going to lose, you got that bad feeling. Well, Syracuse was that play for me last week. And then the Rams, I didn't get on the Rams, which I love with Jimmy, and the Saints, which I love with Jimmy also. I let those two go by, and I took a couple extra L's, which I shouldn't have. But I'm not making excuses. We're here to have fun, and we're going to get the job done. So right back at you, low baggers, and Jimmy and everybody SBR. It's good to be back, and let's kick it off. We're going to start with the first game. We're going to look at UCF Temple. Now, this is a get-right game here. For those of you who ask, Temple on the road gets back home after a major drubbing at SMU. Now, a lot of people were high on Temple early in the year. Supposedly had all this great defense, but they got exposed last week. They really did. And SMU is one of the top offenses in the AAC. And we're going to bring on UCF. They're going to roll up to Philadelphia this weekend, And they kind of fell off the radar after taking that loss against Cincinnati. But this is a get-right game for him right here. I'm going to lay the wood with UCF. Lay the points. They get the job done in Temple. We're going to roll with UCF. Now, the next play I'm looking at, it's in my man, Big Boss's Mountain West, where he does it best. Well, I'm going to try to do it best. I'm going to get a little motivation from him in this one. Now, this game doesn't make sense to me at all. You got Hawaii coming in to take on New Mexico at New Mexico. It's a story of two tales. You got one team that's dead on the bottom, almost categorically in defense and offense. And you got Hawaii that can light up the scoreboard. And, they can run them up and down the field if they want. And it just, for me, for some reason, it's not making a whole lot of sense. The number looks too cheap here. I mean, with Rolovich and McDonald, I think they're going to tire that defense out. I think they're just going to wear their asses out up and down the field. I'm going to take Hawaii on this spot and lay the 10 points. Hawaii gets this job done also. Now, pick number 3. We're going to go to the SEC. And last week in the SEC, I brought it up in the closing line with Drew. I says, how in the heck is Vandy getting 21 points at home versus Missouri? This game has absolute, smell to it, real bad smell. I says, no way they're going to get 21 points on Vandy. But, and what happened? Vandy won the whole game outright. That would have been some major action points if you took Vandy last week. That's the game I didn't get on. I kicked myself in the ass for not doing it. But guess what? Missouri's back on the road this week. They got their asses handed to them, like I said. They were better than 3 touchdowns last week. This week, they're laying a couple touchdowns here. They take their circus act to Lexington and the Wildcats. Kentucky's having an off year here. They're not having the best of it, but I really don't see Missouri, bouncing back, like they came back off the Vandy game. I don't see that happening here. Even though Kentucky's a little low on the L, they got more L's than W's. They got 2 W's in the win columns this year. This game here, if they're going to try to salvage their season and get to a bowl game, this is going to be a game that Kentucky's going to be ready to play. I like Kentucky here in this spot, taking the points and maybe a little sprinkle on the money line also. So take Kentucky in the points and sprinkle some on the money line. All right, now here's another motivation game. Motivation 101 in the Big Ten. We see what happened with Wisconsin last week. They got their asses handed to them, big time. And I don't think they're going to crack the top 10 anymore. Their season's pretty much done. They're going to need a lot of help just to get into the championship game. But the team on the other side is Penn State. Now, Penn State's kind of quietly sneaking their way into the top 10. They cracked the top 10 this week. And they're matching up with Michigan State. And this game traditionally is a big game every year. And it's usually a close game every year. But I'm not thinking this year so much. MSU, Michigan State, the Sparty, they've got a lot of issues. They can't score points. They can't sustain drives. Their defense gets wore out late in the game. The Nittany Lions, on the other hand, they play solid D. They have some weak opponents. This is going to be the bigger test so far this year. But they're coming up against a team that can't really put points on the board. And I like the Nittany Lions to make Sparty have a long day on the field. I'm going to lay Pittsburgh minus the points and get the job done. All right, now, you guys know I'm a big fan in the state of Texas, watching the Big 12 games, the way they shoot the ball up and down the field. And when I looked at this game, I had to do a double take. I said, this game was a pick 'em, right? TCU, Texas, pick 'em. I looked at it, pick 'em. I said, how about hook 'em, like hook 'em horns? I mean, you're going to tell me that Texas is not going to score points on TCU, even though the TCU traditionally has had a tough defense. But I think Patterson is getting up there in the years with this team. I don't think the team is kind of paying attention. They're kind of getting a little stale, kind of like Michigan State here, a team that's getting stale with their coach. I think Patterson, he's been there a long time. He's like the second longest tenure coach in college football right now. So this is a spot. This has all the makings of Texas scoring a bunch of points here with a challenge to the offense. Almost the same look as the Penn State game in regards. But the only difference here, Texas's defense is a little banged up. So it might give TCU an opportunity to score some points. But I really don't see it. I think this is a game of who's going to outscore who. And in my book, Texas will definitely outscore TCU. At a pick 'em, take the horns, hook 'em horns. Let's get that job done there. And then finally, in the 6th play, I'm staying all college, no pros. We're going to take the Washington State-Oregon game. Now, this game here has an interesting angle to it. The Ducks are coming off a huge win against Washington, come from behind rally. They left everything on the field in this game. I mean, they came back real tough, fought, emotional type game. And Leach, the Mad Hatter, you know, he's had his up and downs this season. Washington State's kind of really been underperforming in my book in a lot of ways. But the last 4 years in the series, Washington State has took it to them in a big way. They've won all their games straight up. And this is a team that has the other team's number here. I'm going to probably say that the Mad Hatter is going to come up with another scheme like he usually does. And with Oregon coming off that big win, you know, this is a perfect letdown spot for him here. So I say Wazoo is going to quack the Ducks and take them out to the woodshed and put a lot of points up on them. We're going to go Washington State plus, and we're going to sprinkle a little bit money on the money line Wazoo. Take the points and sprinkle money line. Those are my plays for the week. And I'll see you at the window.
There you have it. Big Ragu. Not on any of the same plays as DJ Big Boss. Big Ragu's 2-unit play. Washington State plus 14 at -102. Then Penn State -6.5 at -108. Texas -1 at -110. Hawaii -10 at -110. UCF -11 at -110. Then he's back in Kentucky plus 10.5 at -115. There you have it. There's the Big Ragu's looks this week in the Pick 6 contest. Man, I need a week. I need a big week. I need a 5-1 with the best bet casher. I need to climb in this contest. Halfway through the year. This is usually when I'm making my run and it's not coming fast enough. Down 4.23 units, 22-0. The climb starts this week. Colts take care of business easily at home. Then I have the Chargers, Bears under 41, and I doubled up on the Tampa game. I took Tampa plus 2.5 and Tampa, Tennessee over 45.5. Need 2 more plays. Got to grind out 2 more plays. Thank you guys for watching. Those of you in the Pick 6 contest have giant weeks. Get that cash, and we will see you again next week. On behalf of DJ Big Boss, Big Ragu, and everybody here at SBR, thank you so much for watching.